Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming out. So I'm going to go to this one right there because I can get rid of some of my stuff here. And it's kind of a dark one, and it's no silver leaf on this. It doesn't need it either. Get the hang of this. See, soft pastels, close up, they look pretty good. I'm going to take all of this. Comes a point when your piles get so scattered. Just make a color there. There you go. It's a good color actually. So I'll just use it and my blue to darken that down. And I'm going to put a little more of that. It's not quite as it's much more intense than that. Just beef it up a bit. There we go. Got these halos around them of different colors. And I'll take this and just more of a pink. There, putting a little hot pink. It's not really that hot, but increases the light. All right, so that was a good thing. All right. That's carefully. This is like my singular focus collection. Turned out to be very detailed, even though, oh, nuts. Wish I had more of these. Now, get the other side. All right. And I'll get on this side. I don't know whether this will work, but I'll try it one time. Phasing it. Okay. That's a good one. Now, got the beginnings of this. There's a little connection there that needs to get made. When I get into another color, got that. That's that one down here, so let's take this one. I'm leaving the tails for the most part for a different session. Alright, since I've got this color, I might as well put it where I can. I hope I wasn't covering that. The glow is pretty intense right here, so it goes off the reservation a bit. And I think a little yellow will make it go green, like that. I don't need much of that though. Looks like there's a bubble right there. Could be. See, well, last night it was just a little bit too dark. And it goes down like this. Okay. Like it is, and I think since we've got it, take a little of that. It moves out. And that's not that. Let's get it up a little bit higher. Good morning. The sun is out. It's shiny, cold, but shiny. I'm going to work on this part today, and this, and right there, and if I have time, I'm going to go into the green. But I want to get the first layer on this, and my silver leaf, new silver leaf should come in today, maybe. And rubbing the silver leaf like that, I actually wore a hole through my skin, so I've got a band-aid on there. Anyway, I think it's coming along pretty good. So I'm just going to pull this puppy over here, up where I can see it. These look fine. I don't know whether I may add pieces of silver back into this at some point. And this canvas might just take a little bit longer to complete. Today is Thursday, and I've got Friday and Saturday free. And so swinging paint is Sunday if it doesn't snow, and it could. Then I'm going to do this first. But I'm going to not do this at swing paint, so I guess I was saying, or tried to say. Again, it's thinning this stuff down with the and just getting the shape. There we go. Remembering that I'm just going to make a sweep, a little better sweep than that. A little better sweep than that, even. All right, well. And then I've got to do the transition. I'll just put this like this. So I'm going to go back, make up yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to make the I think I'll use that. It seemed to do it yesterday pretty well. It still keeps it nice and bright, or clean. And so I'm just going to put it right on the edge, softly into that. And I'm going to go a little further on this, and then come up this way. And there's the eyes are like that. All right. Let me kill that little whoops. Yeah. There. Now the fish actually does that little number, and but there's a tail, a lot of flow coming from this, so sure. I think I'll leave that for the moment because it looks pretty good. All right, these are my two colors for that. And did I have another one of these? Well, this is one from yesterday. So I want to take off it in this area. I'm just going to go like that. All right, nice. Go like this and just soften. I didn't need to quite soften there. That's good. I'm just going to move it that way. All right, I think I like that. And then I'm going to catch the outer edge of this. Now I could do this with my finger, but my finger's got that Band-Aid on it, so no point in doing that. All right. And I have the ability to come this way, and I am going to give this all a lighter coat in the end. All right, how do I get this up? Keep this right there. Well, I guess I can use this color for this one. It comes like this, crossed. And it does have a little pink in it, so. And then I gotta move right there, that shape. And then I'm just gonna put that in there like that. And there's a little bit of this purple right here. Go up like that. Okay, happy with that. It'll give me a chance to maybe hit a second go on some of this others if it becomes necessary, but I don't think it will. I'm going to stay fairly focused today. Let's see, the first I'm going to take this. The first part of this is being uploaded now into YouTube. It's almost done. Probably by my next break or somewhere in this, same color as I had yesterday. I'm going to come through like that. This is very thin. Anyways, it'll be loaded. There's a little bit of a challenge on that. But there's always a learning curve with this video stuff. I don't care how comfortable you get doing it. It sometimes can throw you a curve. So, put this in my pile. My sides are now painted on this, so I don't really have to do much in that scope. Come back to this green. And I'm going to come along and connect it all up like that. Now this green, a little yellow in it, I think. Brighten it up a bit. And I'll put it from there to there. There we go. Come down like that. And I think I'll go a little bit like this. Give it a little depth of shape there. And right here, there's a little of that, in fact a lot of it. Like that. There's a lot there. Intensify it. Okay, good. When I go back into the blue, or when I get the blue going, I'll just take this color, because this is pretty much in this tone all the way. So kind of get it wet here. I'm just going to rub it in. Quick moves. And probably I'll make this smaller, but not much. Alright. I don't think that this is this. Yeah, I guess it is. Alright, then I'm going to go to a cooler, so we'll take a look at this blue, like this. Make it a little whiter. And when it goes into this, it will give me a different shade of, like that. And my guess is I'll have to do that twice, because I'll have to wipe this off one time. I'm just going to come along very lightly and hit the top, like that. And some of these colors I put out fairly heavily sometimes. Alright, let me put that there. Use this for a while. Now this puppy has some really tricky colors in it. And let's see if I can get, yeah, like that. It's got almost that Sev's blue in there. Bright. Then it goes to green. So that's when I have to take the permanent green and see if I can pump it up this way. So largely I'm, yeah, there it is. It's that transition that creates the glow. Basically, I guess I'm just re-wetting the whole thing again. Make this a little bit smaller. Ooh, didn't quite do that. But it's got quite a bit. And then it's got what I would say is the permanent green coming the other way. And like that. So these are pretty heavy. I'm using these full force. And then it fades off from there using the peacock, which just makes it, doesn't quite go as blue as I want it to. But we'll start it anyway, see what it does. And it just turns it to something that looks like sap green, so I have to do it a different way. I'll take that off, and I'll just go into this and come up this way with it. And then I'll move into this color from here. Yeah, that's kind of it. Truth of the matter is that's much brighter than what I have it right now, so I'm going to let this set for a bit, maybe until tomorrow. Do it on the second go. So instead of just kind of blend this in a bit. The signature's going to be right there, I think, or it's going to be there. Could be on this side. Because I got an open spot there as well, but I got a big open spot there. All right, now my next one is, okay, got this. Let's go fiddle with this little guy right here. All right, you're up here, and you kind of go this way. And I'll actually come under this lily pad, so you're not exactly the right spot, but that's okay. Alright, so this is basically pink and white. And a little sketchy, but it's going that way, or that way. So I think I'll put the white in first. It's kind of on the cream side, so this cream is pretty good. And I'm just going to kind of put the whole thing into play. It's not as big a deal there as that is. So, and underneath of it, it has the pink. This gets up here. This is the perfect color for these lilies up through here from this point on, and on this side as well. So it's going to be an easy go about it. There's the beginning of it. Not quite on the same, but I think I'm going to make his tail go like that. May even show it. I'm just going to add to this fish. It's going to be kind of at eye level when you're viewing the painting. And the side's got a little bit of a green cast to it, so clean this. And I'm going to take that new yellow color. Interesting. Well, it's a good... don't really care for it that much. Okay. Turn this. And pop this white a bit. I'll go right here. Take the lemon yellow and white. Gives me a different color yellow, which I like. And the truth of the matter is this fish is going that way. So I want to come in and move it that way. So I'm going to change, it's kind of change its direction. Like that. A little that, his leg hanging. Okay, that'd be fine. I hate to use this, but I think I will. So I'm going to go like this, because I know I'm going to add some silver leaf on this. Okay. And I'll have to get into the green. When I get into the green, I'll get into that more. But I'm going to blend this to purple. So we already got some pow going there with purple, and it's kind of reddish purple. So I'll just make it red. It's lighter than what I'm going to actually do it. Take a little bit of that blue. I want to come in. Yeah. When I first did this, it was it appeared to be lighter than what it was, but the truth of the matter is this is right here is very light. So I'll just get it going. And this is pretty close to the color. They have a little green in it. So near the edges there, I'll put some green, but I think I'm going to take this all the way to here. I always come back to this at any time. I'll leave a little of that, a little of this, a little of that. Clean it up in there. Just go over it all completely. It's a thin glaze, really. Now, as it gets over to there, it starts to get green in it. And this is where I think I'll take some of this. This is the peacock. So instead of going, let's say, permanent green or light or something like that, I'll just kind of like this. See how that blue? I don't know if you can see it or not. But that's how you kind of make a transition, is at the edges you put a different color. And in this case, it's the peacock into that lavender color that I did. There's some stuff right there. And when it gets close. So in some respects, I'm working out the rest of this. So I think I'll just take this up this way a little bit, just clean brush. And I'll always be able to come back to this color anyway. Let's see, I'm going to go up. Since I got into that, this picks back up over here around this edge, which I think I was picking up, and kind of comes to this way. So instead of this being real abstract, it's not going to be as much. At least I don't think so, because it does seem to be moving in a direction a lot more refinement. And that comes along this way, just a slight. This will take on a different character once it gets varnished. Well, it's not ready yet. Takes a long time apparently. This will probably get a second coat, but this works out really well in this, so I'm going to go on over here to this little bunch. There's 4 fish, and maybe I'll start even there, I don't know. But now I've got that. I'm pretty sure that's the right color. Well, these are all white and pink, so that makes life easy. A little bit of Bond Brilliant in there to warm it up a bit. More of this. Okay. And some of these are quite dark. Gets down to it. Got that one. I'm not sure that had silver leaf on it, but it may have. One of these didn't. I'm getting the feel of how to do these fish now. Get a little faster with them. So while I'm doing this one, I'm going to do this one as well. And like the others are. And there is one little guy down here. I'll leave that alone, I think. I may put silver leaf on it after all. Alright. This guy is white as well. So, a little of this, a little of this is a little darker. And I've got a lot of paint in my brush. Now I've been painting for a little while here. Shape the head this way. And let's get some more white. And this will be a little brighter. I think I want it a little brighter. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it can be brighter, I think. Then it'll mix with the pink. A little brighter on that edge. It has to look good here, but it really has to look good at 30 feet and read. And if it doesn't, the painting's not right. It's like that. So I'm reshaping this fish a little bit, actually a lot. Okay, you saw me put that on. And this here, I want to start to create some texture there. Let's try it out and see what happens. I've done the texture. This is how if I just add it into a painting while I'm painting, this is kind of how I do it. And I can't get over any more than this. So I'm just going to smooth this in like this. All right. Now, that could be a pattern fish, so this might give us, well, I'm just going to put some of this. The neomegalith will normally last overnight. What was on there this morning, can't forget it. Okay, let's take this light green and a little bit of, maybe that blue. Put some of that in it. Okay, I've got some area here I can kind of work on now. Get an idea of color. So the second coat is pretty much needed because the sap that I started out with originally is a very transparent color. Okay, so this leaf here, I'm just going to leave a little of the purple there. Comes around, goes like this, kind of squiggly around. And I'll adjust this as I'm going, because I'll be coming back in the other way with the purple as well, the lavender. And it comes up to here, to this fish. I don't want to get too deep into there, but I can see it come around like that. There we go. So the tail is started. Down a bit. Might go over into this area too. Just stop up in here somewhere. It's actually more blue than it is yellow. Now, it's all right. Now, come just close into it, but I'm not going to come all the way into it. I'm just going to come close, because there's some movements this way and that way. And then there's a little bit going on here from where I was yesterday, or at the beginning. Bring this on over. Now again, this has a little bit of a purple edge to it, so I'm going to leave that in. And it does come in, but I could do that with a flat brush better. So I'm going to kind of do the things that I can do with this brush. This brush blends better than the flat, where the flat will leave its marks. And comes around. And I don't want to leave any ridges, but I put that lavender around this thing for a reason. When I first did it, it gives me a transition point. It's quite effective. And I'm going to stop right in this area here. Just make some marks like this because it's got some activity in it. As long as I'm going in the right direction, things are fine. you know, with the movement. That's what like that. See, if I'm, as long as I'm making marks in that direction, then everything will feel right. So we've got some spots right here, so I'm just going to close that up. And take some of this time. Try to make the green a different way. Now this time I took the peacock and that new lemon light yellow from Harding and put them together. And now I'm going to add the blue in there. That blue didn't quite do it. So I'm going to take, that's better. So I took ultramarine blue and put it in there. Not quite right. So take this white, a little of this yellow, and bring it back to green. Yeah, that's better. In fact, it's most close to the color. Come around like this. Yeah, that's more the color. So I'll just blend this into it. Make that like that. That's dark in there, so I'm not going to go in there. I'm just going to bring this on down. But that is the color I'm looking for. So I'll just kind of keep moving it in this direction. Put a little of it down here. There's less there. Then we'll go over to this other side. Oh, wait a minute, there's some stuff here. Yeah, for the most part, that's, let's see. Start a color over here. Alright, this is fairly dark into this area. And, a little bit of here. So I'm just going to make some moves that are pretty. Like this, see? I'm partially getting it from what I'm seeing, but I'm just really going in the direction of the movement. See, there's this movement coming through. So that connects that way. This comes around. And I guess we can, there's a feature piece over here. It's one of those pieces that I'm going to make project out. And I'll spend some time on it. And like that's dark. And it's a piece like that. And it goes this way. And it goes sharp. And I'll adapt it as it goes. And that kind of comes down to this one. That goes up this way. Comes around. There's a dark thing there. So in a sense I'm starting to form up my lilies. And we've already got this one up here, but maybe we'll put all this together and see what we get. And I can just add a light color in here. It's almost the same as it's there. Remarkably close. Alright, so I'm just going to come on to this. Close this up a bit. I'm not going to stay in this area. Alright, get out of here. Go over in here. This has more of the blue and green in it. So I just take these two, a little of this, a little white to lighten it up a bit, more blue. That's about right. Alright, let's see, go up from here, there's a little dib-a-dab-do there, that's too dark. Oh, that's right. Let's see, wait a minute, let's see where I am here. Goes to this one, it's up here I am. Well, it's got outmaneuvered. Through here it's dark, goes into here. I'll leave a little bit of the purple, and I'll bring it around this way. When I do the finals on this, I'll use a flat brush. And goes right in there. And it's hard to stay track of this. But just remember, it's just more important to just keep moving with the movement that's in this. You can see it in the reference on the left side there. Alright, I'm just going to kind of do that. And I'm going to carry this color over this side a bit. Again, I'll just kind of stay close to this edge. And it will point up this. This will be a transition to the dark as it happens. Like that. Alright, I'm just going to stop at that point. I'm getting a little... I've been up since 4 o'clock. Or actually 3. Then got up at 4. So it's almost noontime now. So I've had a long day. Put a little of this like that. I can see some stuff like this happen. I'll bring this over. And because I get back a little bit, I can see I can do some stuff like this. That'll fortify the thing a bit. Alright, that's it. That's it for the day. I am finished.